Stop the violence. Use your talent. Stop the violence. Use your talents, yo. Stop the violence. Use your talent. Stop the violence. Use your talents, yo.
Thank you for tuning in to the STV TV show. This is your host, Jonado.
And I'm Kate. And today we're on top of the Baldwin Hills Scenic Overlook, 300 feet above Culver City, California.
That's right, and some of the most amazing things that have happened out here, like some of the movies that have been filmed, like Gone with the Wind,
The Wizard of Oz,
and also a hit TV show,
I Love Lucy.
That's right. So we spend a lot of time over in Culver City, and we go over to an art gallery. We also go over to one of the oldest independent record stores that are still doing business in the state of California. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
We sat down with Lisa Shultz, the owner of the Whole9 Art Gallery. Inspired by the artwork of one man, Lisa went on to tap into the artist community and forever change the lives of thousands of people.
I think everyone's looking for something to mobilize around and get enthusiastic about. I think everybody really wants an opportunity to do something worthwhile, something that they feel is bigger than themselves and create change, but a lot of people just don't know how to get started.
On November 28, 1985, Joseph Momo was elected president of Sierra Leone. During his time in office, corruption and electoral violence raged. As the nation's civil servants went unpaid, the education system collapsed. On March 23, 1991, the Revolutionary United Front and the Charles Taylor National Patriotic Front of Liberia attempted to overthrow Joseph Momo. What would follow was a civil war spanning over a decade, leaving over 50,000 people dead. On January 16, 2002, President Kabah declared the Sierra Leone Civil War over. With help from a renewed UN mandate and Guinean air support, the RUF was defeated. During the war, the RUF admitted to a planned strategy of using amputation as a message. Photographs of these men and women reclaiming their lives is what inspired the Peace Project.
After seeing photos like this one from Pep Bonet, who's one of the world's top photojournalists, and he went to Sierra Leone after the Civil War there and captured the Amputee Soccer League reclaiming their life after what's been called one of the most brutal wars in Africa's recent history. Peace had always been something that was, resonated with me as a cause, and I had become aware of a man named Jeremy Gilley who lobbied heads of state around the world and almost single-handedly got World Peace Day on the calendar. And then I saw the photos of Pep Bonet, and I thought, well, if one man can do this and these men can do that, then what can an international creative community do? And so we immediately, after seeing the photos from Pep, launched the Peace Project, launched an international call for artists around the theme of peace, and I went to Sierra Leone and we started working. I went there the first time. One of the things that was easy for me to do is to immediately involve kids in art projects, and we created a peace wall there. But then one thing that really moved me was seeing people crawling around on the ground because they didn't have crutches, and to know that that was really an impediment to people actually being able to move, something that we take for granted. And so we decided to do a mobility project and get crutches to people, and through a chain of events, we went big immediately and decided to distribute 10,000 pairs of crutches across the entire country on World Peace Day, a year after we launched the Peace Project.
Like this crutch, now in our foot, this will always the leg for be strong now inside. Because now they make me walk around with my friend, we able to go fast. I need the crutch way before say the powerful, it will even make you go any side. It will make you the courage. We serve, they give, thank you, plenty thank you. So at least good friends then will able to see the effort. So right now they pray, they beg for the international all that they help me. We ready for the part of them. We serve na mortal man, we na mortal man. So at least they help me for more get good crutch them, good praise them. We able make we own family them for let them respect we. Because when family respect you say don't feel fine. Because like we so family when you walk come to crutch, you know they respect you. But the main thing when you able to do something, you able to do something fine, you able to walk outside, you able to say good party then they go with you, they car with you, they feel fine.
Stop the violence. Use your talent.
This is Angela Corey, State Attorney for the 4th Judicial Circuit, and you're watching Stop the Violence television show.
This, I grab, I take water, the was, I know for big person for take for me water for us. And land works.
What is the land?
Tailoring.
Waiting me car they use crutch, and because of beside this crutch, I not able to work at all. Crutch with this caliper. I me put them say for count for crutches. Would they tell them plenty thank you. So that means they let them go let them tell the people that say we beside crutch, especially me, I'm not able beside crutch, I'm not able to work. I'm not able to do anything.
You know, I really had no idea what to expect because when you hear about people getting their arms and legs chopped off, that gives you a certain idea of how people might be in a country. And I was really shocked to find that the people were so peace-loving there. What's been amazing to me working in Sierra Leone is that there are people who have suffered such incredible atrocities and such violence, and they have a culture of forgiveness that we don't have here in the United States. And you see people that have lost their limbs, in some cases just as a result of war, gunshot wounds, infection, and things like that. In other cases, as a result of having them forcefully cut off, which was one of the atrocities perpetrated on people during the Civil War. And they're learning how to move past that violence, which I think is something that is unheard of to most people in the Western world. It's really amazing. And I try and take those stories back to the United States and share with people because I want to inspire people to believe that we can move on, you know, after something has been done to us or after we've done something to someone else, and we can forgive.
Build up the people around you.
No unnecessary violence. Just one person make a difference, and the one person could be you.
Stop the violence.
We had this gallery before we launched the Peace Project because of our online creative community, and it's become a gathering place and a place to evangelize our work. And then it also is a place where we raise funds. So at the Whole9Gallery.com and here in our location, we actually 25% or more of all proceeds helps fund our work. So, you know, that's a nice way for people to get involved, to give back, and to get something beautiful that also supports the artist community. When we talk to other big NGOs like UNICEF, the United Nations, World Food Program, Handicap International, they all say, my God, how come you've been able to come so far so fast? And I always say, well, we've had the power of this international creative community behind us, and as important as that, we've had the power of intention. And I think that that's what is so unique about this art exhibit, is that basically we have every year, this is our 4th traveling exhibit, and we ask artists from around the world to upload a vision of peace on our website. They pay a fee, which is waived for anybody for any reason. A small $10 fee, which also helps to fund our work. And then we have a jury of 6 to 8 people from the fine art and commercial art worlds that actually select the pieces. And I think in 4 years, we've had over 2,000 artists from over 70 countries on 6 continents. Before I launched the Peace Project, I was in a very challenging relationship with my daughter's father, and very destructive. And I think that, and I've had in my life a lot of violence, and I think that that's why this whole idea of peace resonated with me. And I think that, you know, I see how things like art and, you know, opening people's hearts can really help stop the violence. And a friend of mine who has a peace organization in Dallas, she and I were doing an interview together once, and the question was, well, what does art have to do with peace? And her response was, well, if people are creating, they're not destroying. And you know, that really has stuck with me. The violence that you experience can guide you how to have a nonviolent life, and guide you to why violence is something that, you know, we shouldn't have. And I think what I've learned with the Peace Project is that, you know, you choose peace as the way forward, and, you know, it's occasionally 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but if you keep walking the walk, then, you know, you do get more peace in your life, and you know, influence people around you as well.
Operation Rise was successfully implemented in Sierra Leone, allowing thousands an opportunity to regain mobility. Organizations such as Puma, the Diamond Manufacturing and Industry Association, as well as the Whole9.com, and close to 10,000 people worldwide have donated time, money, art, and services. These contributions have helped dozens of children receive education through the Peace Project. Currently, Lisa is working on her next project, Operation Reach Out, the Peace Project's ambitious on-the-ground effort to provide shelter to those desperately in need in the Philippines. For more information, visit thepeaceproject.com.
They tell me children are our future, but they don't pay us no heed.
You have a voice. What are you going to say?
Low expectations create no expectations.
So I raise my expectations.
To be better than worse, but what is my worth?
So I make your worth more.
Our generation concedes too soon, believes we are doomed before we have even begun.
You're not done.
But who's going to speak for me?
To me.
With me.
Direct me.
Lead me.
And believe in me.
Let's make it all possible. We can still win.
Then we better begin.
This is Granado with Stop the Violence, Use Your Talents. Be useful and never give in.
Stop the violence. Use your talents, y'all.
Yes.
Stop the violence.
Stop.
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do one who loves you the most. He's your heavenly Father. So try your love. Oh, whoa. He will never let you down. Oh, no. Try your love. Oh, whoa. He will never let you down. Oh, no. Try your love. Try your love. Won't you taste and see that the Lord is sweet? His love is so fine. So won't you taste and see that your love is sweet? His love is divine. So try your love. Oh, whoa. He will never let you down. Oh, no. Try your love. Oh, whoa. He will never let you down. Oh, no. Some people will be nice and they take advantage of you. A fair weather friend. But he will never leave or forsake you. He's with you till the end. So try your love. Oh, whoa. He will never let you down. No. Try your love. Oh, whoa. He will never let you down. No. Come on, everybody, let's taste and see that the Lord is good. Come on, everybody, let's taste and see that the Lord is fine. Come on, everybody, let's taste and see that the Lord is good. Come on, everybody, let's taste and see that the Lord is fine. Try your love. Try your love.
Thank you for watching Stop the Violence TV show. This is your host, Jornado. Today we're in a Midnight Records. This is a legendary place, so sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
I want some reggaeton.
I love the music industry. I just love to see where it's going from where it's been. It's very interesting now just to see how it's come from the label doing all the work to the artist to do all the work now, then they get signed. And you know, I like being part of it just to show some of the artists what they need to do and let them know how the major labels are thinking. So I think the whole thing of me being a mentor is what really inspires me to continue to do this. It was something that I always wanted to do. I always had love for music. And I decided one day that I was going to jump into the game and make a little difference as far as on the retail end of it. So, but like I say, it was something that I always wanted to do. But once I got the financing from my mother, I went ahead and went into the business. I tell the youngsters all the time, you know, they all come in, they all want to perform, they all want to do shows. So everything you're doing is right on point. I say, but at the end of the day, you have to realize that all the work you're doing, it has to generate into one thing, sales. So I tell them, don't think not to do that. Do that, you know. Have your Twitter, your YouTube, and you're getting all your views and everything, because yeah, that's a big step now as far as like promoting yourself. So you know, you'll save money on promotions, but at the same time you have to spend a little bit of money. So yeah, you have to spend a little bit. So if you're scared to invest money in yourself, I kind of tell cats, well, if you're scared to invest money in yourself, this may not be what you want to do. You may want to try something else. But if you're not scared, invest a little money in yourself. At the same time, use the tools that's out there, it's free. And then figure out, okay, how can I show that I'm generating sales? And you know, that's where I come in. And like I tell them, I say, man, I'm here. You know, the advice that I'm giving you, I could be getting paid for, but that's not what I'm doing. I want to see, like you just said, I want to see your product up on the shelves eventually. You know, the way Kidding got even a deal because he showed how you could generate sales with an album with a barcode on the back. That meant that every CD I sold when he did an in-store here, I had to scan it. So I sold 450 units out of here. He only gave it to 3 independent stores before he even gave it to the chain stores the following week. So the independent game is cool, but if you don't know the business side of it, you're just going to be doing what you're doing. You know, if you can't show generating sales, digital or physical, you're just a hot street cat. So a lot of cats are happy with that. They're doing shows, you know.
They love to be able to perform and involve a crowd and with their other peers, you know, do beat battles or word play. That's one of the things that SargEnt did up here, I remember a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Was Word War.
Yeah, very big event. Yeah, I was impressed with it. He kept asking me that, what I think. Overall, I think the event turned out well for his first event here. Exactly. Turned out very well. The combination of what he did with the art and the hip hop, he just showed like the full culture of the graffiti art, and the live art, what the artists were performing. And
matter of fact, here comes Sarge right now, live and direct, pulling up in the middle of the show to be able to come get in the show and finish this interview. So stay tuned.
Stop the violence. Use your talent.
So Sam, you have a successful record store in Southern California and California period. You know, record stores are a dying breed. So how do you feel that your talents are affecting the youth of today with all of the situations that they're facing, both in a school environment, outside of a school environment?
Well, you know, it gives the kids an outlet, you know, because it's very rare now you don't have any kind of youth places they can hang out at. You know, when they get out of school, they can come here, get their hair cut, listen to some music. Most of them are trying to get into the business, so, you know, I'm an open ear, you know, I got an open ear for them. Right. And to give you a great example, I had a group coming here that attends the high school, which is Villain Park.
Yo, it's Nifty, Killin', and we are Villain Park, and you are now watching STV TV show. Yo, shout out to Warz, you know, about to rock the stage.
Yeah. And they've been performing in the store at some of the events that we've done. I believe they did one of your events, the Word
Villain Park.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Which is very nice, and they're part of the community here. So, you know, I just kind of like try to educate them on what they need to know as far as the music business. Right. You know, let them know, hey, you know, what you're doing is you're right on point, and what they don't know, I try to fill them in.
You are a vehicle of that to get it out to the kids. So how do you feel about the music of today and how that has affected you or anyone that you know in a violent way? Basically, the cause and effect of music and what you do.
Well, the music of the day, it's kind of changed a lot, you know, and as you know, with the youth, if they don't have any direction, the first thing they're going to do is reach out to emulate something that they see or hear. Right. And a perfect example, like I said, what we'll try to do here and what you're trying to do yourself, we're trying to bring the original hip hop back, right. the full culture, and just kind of like eliminate the negative of that. Right. like back in the day when we used to listen to hip hop, when, you know, I'm a little bit older than you, but everything was on the positive, you know.
Storytelling.
Yeah, there's a lot of storytelling.
Storytelling and keep your head up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, not to cut you off, but Tupac, I know we talked, and Tupac, you know, you told me several times that Tupac had even stepped foot in your store and just what he did as far as the positive. You know what? Tupac found the balance in music. And
Exactly.
that's the problem. A lot of days, we're not finding the balance.
Exactly. Yeah, they're giving out more of the negative versus the positive. And I just feel doing stuff here at the store, the events, I feel that I can somewhat do my part in making a change of that.
Right.
So we'll get more of the positive music versus the negative. Because, you know, we all know what they're rapping about nowadays.
Right.
As men, we need to stand up more and mentor the kids so they won't go out doing what they're doing. Because when they do that, they don't even understand who they're affecting and the whole domino effect of that.
Stop the violence.
You already know what it is, man. Q45 BET Rap City.
Stop the violence.
Yo, this bigger ranking, man. Who running?
Stop the violence.
Stop the violence, use your talents.
Stop the violence, use your talent, man.
You're watching Stop the Violence, use your talent. STV TV show.
People they're still looking for certain albums and certain CDs on vinyl now, or either on CD that you can't find, you know, on a download site, because everything's not on download. So.
And we know Los Angeles has a lot of gangs, a lot of violence, but you are that shining light in the community. So yeah. that's definitely a good thing, man. We all have the same needs, and we need to push forward. And you are one of the pillars of the community. And last but not least, I see you got one of Steve Harvey's awards from the Hoodie Awards, and that says a lot about you and what you've done in the past, that people voted and said that you are a positive pillar in the community. And whether we're in Jacksonville, Florida, or Los Angeles, California, our mission again is to stop the violence and use your talents and provide the youth and adults an opportunity, an outlet to convey that negative energy into something positive. So keep pushing forward, brother, and we love you, man, and God bless, okay?
Thank you.
Stop the violence. Use your talent.
Well, it's that time again. Thank you for tuning in and watching the STV TV show and telling all your friends and your family about Stop the Violence, Use Your Talent.
And please keep checking us out on our social media sites. And go to our website where you can sign up to become a part of STV TV.
That's right. Continue to be useful, but never give in. This is Gennaro.
And I'm Kate, and thanks for watching.
Stop the violence. Use your talent, yo. Stop the violence. Use your talent. Stop the violence. Use your talent, yo. Stop the violence.
That's right.
Use your talent.
Use it.
Stop the violence.
Let's go, Duval County.